Sport Trucks, the Bristol Toyota Pace Truck, pulls down to the center of the infield. We are ready to go. It is time for the drive for the cup by Sunoco, looking for the green off of 4. Steve Bowden lets him loose. We're underway as a drag race down into turn number 1. It is up on the outside. The 20 machine looking for the lead.
2 columns diving down into 3 and 4, led by Ethan Heilborn and Danny Tebow. They drag race off of 1, and it's too close to call by my naked eye, but Ethan Heilborn going to lead down the first lap of his 35-lap feature.
Down the backstretch, and the 29 of Veneta right there in third. Keep your eyes. 4 trucks all battling for position in the middle of the field. Brittany Campbell, Rick Martin, Barry Shaw, Mike Duarte. It may be who gets there first as they roll down the back straightaway. Amy Arsenault slides out of the way and settles in behind the 50 of Duarte, while up front the 20 of Heilborn continues to work that high line and edging out Danny Tebow each and every time. Trouble for Martin as Lenny Guy gets a little crossed up. Duarte goes around off of turn number 2. Trouble for one of our championship contenders, and the caution flag is out with 3 laps in, with Amy Arsenault with some trouble in her machine. 32 laps remain in this one. Heilborn and Tebow to bring the field down off of turn number 4. Veneta on the inside of row number 2. Cavallero on the outside. Heilborn with a great jump on the inside as they head down into 1 and 2. Tebow gets caught on the outside as they roll down the back straightaway. Keep your eyes on the 3 remaining championship trucks, the 85, 8, and 14.
Barry Shaw slides alongside Brittany Campbell, has that inside line working real good. Brittany Campbell trying to hang on for dear life, but Barry Shaw getting the run down the inside. He's going to look to move on Mike Cavallero as well, but Lenny Guy right off of his front bumper as they come across the stripe.
Barry Shaw squeezes underneath. Brittany Campbell right up on his tail. Martin caught on the outside as Cavallero starts to backslide just a little bit. Now Martin's able to shut the door and squeeze in front of the 5. Down off of turn number 4. Battle for the lead. Troubled as the 80 and the 8 make contact down the front straightaway. The left side nose of the 80 is hanging as Campbell now gets caught on the outside. Martin dives down to the inside, takes that spot away.
Yeah, Brittany Campbell backsliding after that little bit of interference with the 80 backsliding as well. But at the point, look at Barry Shaw right at the rear bumper of the 77, dives to the outside, trying to grab that 4th position overall, exits real high off of turn 4, trying to get some momentum going, as now Rick Martin chases him down for that top spot in the drive for the cup.
Up front, they are side by side for the lead, wheel to wheel at the top of the field. They roll off of turn number 4. Jake Veneta edging out ahead of the 20 of Heilborn. He'll take the lead momentarily. Heilborn battling back down to the inside with Tebow, Shaw, and Martin, your top 5.
Brittany Campbell finally able to settle down to the bottom of the groove. She's been hung out to dry on the outside ever since the restart. She recalibrates and looks to shake down the Auto Cosmetic 14 of Rick Martin. Meanwhile, Barry Shaw has made his way around the 78 of Danny Tebow. He's up into 3rd place as the field snakes through 3 and 4.
Barry Shaw, your defending sports truck champion, has announced unofficially his retirement from weekly racing. He would like to go out with another championship, and he leads that chase down into 3 and 4. Takes a look to the outside of Ethan Heilborn. That's the battle for second, but Rick Martin is closing and closing fast. Martin taking a look down to the inside off of 2.
Yeah, Barry Shaw almost calling it quits after his championship run last season, but the car was running so good this year, he decided why not go out with 2 in a row as he battles Ethan Heilborn to his inside, looking to take over 2nd overall and outrun that 14 of Rick Martin.
Down into 3 and 4. Shaw edges out ahead of Heilborn for that 2nd spot. Ethan battles back down low, trying to take back that number 2 spot, but at the stripe it is Shaw by a 100th of a second as Martin, still waiting for a hole to open up, sits there in that 4th spot.
Barry Shaw still on the outside, trying to find that grip. Oh, gets slightly into the 20 of Ethan Heilborn. Ethan Heilborn sliding up to the outside. Barry Shaw now clear all around, and Rick Martin looking to make quick work of Heilborn as they dive into 3, and he chases down Barry Shaw.
Sometimes patience works well, and Rick didn't have to work hard to get by Heilborn. When Ethan slid up, that opened up the inside lane, and Martin was able to take advantage and take the spot. They rolled down into 3 and 4. Jake Veneta with a comfortable advantage, but Shaw and Martin running just a tick quicker around the third mile, and they are starting to close in. Rick Martin just ran his fastest lap of the race, and look at him close in on the back bumper of Barry Shaw as we've hit the halfway. 17, make it 18 laps complete. 17 remain. Shaw and Martin playing bumper tag down the front straightaway.
Deja vu all over again as you rewind to 1 week ago tonight. Barry Shaw and Rick Martin, that 2-horse race for the lead all night long. And it's going to come down to these 2 trucks, at least the way it looks for now, to crown that Chaz's Auto Body Sport Truck title. Right now, Barry Shaw with a handful as Rick Martin repeatedly knocking on the rear door.
Rick taking a look to the top side, and Barry is there to block his advances. Rick takes a look to the low side, and Barry is there to block his advances. Rick playing the bumper tag, lets him know he's got company. Pick a line, because I'm going the other way, he says. They roll off of turn number 4, nose to tail at the stripe. They are pushing their trucks around the third mile. Virtual dead even lap times that time across.
Barry Shaw protecting that inside line as if his life depended on it. Rick Martin trying to set up for over-under moves, but just not getting enough pace to do it. Now looks high now. Look for him to exit low. No, he tries to move around the outside, gets his wheel well to the quarter panel of Shaw. Shaw, though, with good speed down into 3, going to look to hold off Rick Martin as he continues to work that high groove.
Rick knows it's going to take some momentum to work the high side, and that's exactly what he's banking on. No, he tries a crossover off it too. Looks to the inside. Barry shuts the door. Back to the outside goes Martin down into turn number 3. Back to the bottom off of 4, but Shaw's able to counter.
This battle playing out blow by blow the same exact way it did a week ago. Barry Shaw now, oh no, with Rick Martin with the dive to the inside, backs out of it at the last second, settles back in behind Barry Shaw for another lap as they come off of turn 4.
Barry dove to the bottom and stopped the advances. Rick is getting anxious. He knows he's a little bit quicker. Right up on the tail, takes a look to the outside, down into turn number 3. Veneta has broken away and is dominating this one. But keep your eyes on that battle for second. Martin underneath Shaw. They roll down, contact into 1 and 2. Shaw loose in the corner, trying to gather it in. Martin down to the inside, down into 3. Double wide. Championship contenders banging wheels to the corner. Shaw gets sideways. Heilborn gets underneath them.
Radical Rick Martin just too strong and moves on by the number 85. That 85 getting outrun for several laps on end, put it all on the line. The whole season coming down to that one moment, and Rick Martin was able to prevail his way through the inside. He now sailing off, and Barry Shaw sliding out a little bit through 1 and 2 with just a little bit of smoke coming out of that 85 truck.
Black flag out for the 7, it looked like, as they cross the stripe, and Rick Martin now up into the second position. He's going to need some help to catch your leader, as the 29 of Veneta has opened up a straightaway advantage over the Radical 1. It doesn't matter at this point. All he's got to do is finish second, and he will win his 6th career championship. Rolls down the back straightaway. There are less than 5 laps to go. Jake Veneta, who has been up and down all year long, missed a week due to having COVID, has struggled at times. This time, 3 laps as he comes off of turn number 4. 3 laps remain, and boy, I'll tell you what, he does not want to see a caution because he is 0 for 3 against Martin on the restarts.
Jake Veneta just counting down the laps, waiting for that 29 truck to hold on for 2 more laps. Rick Martin a quarter of a lap behind. Barry Shaw now 10 car lengths or more behind, with a car separating him from Rick Martin. Rick Martin a lap and a half away from the crown.
White flag in the air for Veneta as he rolls off of turn number 4. Rick has pulled away from that battle. He is comfortable in his position, and I can already see the fans on their feet cheering on Radical Rick. Checkered flag is in the air. Jake Veneta rolls off the corner. He's going to get the DAV win, taking down the 2022 Sports Truck Championship, Radical Rick Martin. Jake Veneta! Jay, congratulations. I know this race always means a lot to you to win the DAV. Congratulations, the truck was on point tonight.
Yeah, I got a lot of people to thank. It's been a crazy week. We've been out there every night, including Sunday. Since last week, it was a disaster last week, and you know we weren't going to end the season like that. So here we are, a million people to thank. Probably going to forget some. First off, the fans. Thank you guys for coming out, supporting us all season. We're nothing without you guys. I got to thank my dad, my wife, my mom, Ron Boris, Dave Gilbert, the Ferrera family. I guess Nancy Smith's got to come more often. First time here.
That means you got to buy your tickets for going forward.
Yeah, I do. But Jay Daniel, there's going to be people I forget, so I'm sorry. But I'm really grateful for this, and it's pretty awesome.
It's been an up and down year for you. Started off the chase and had some bad luck in that first race, but coming out of here tonight, winning your second DAV in a row, getting that win, it's got to feel real good going into the off season.
It feels awesome. I feel like we were in this position 5 or 6 times this year where we got out front, we got to a comfortable margin, and then I had to deal with this guy in the 14.
I was just going to say that. The one thing you didn't want was a restart with him on the outside of you.
Yeah, I knew. I was waiting for it. I was trying to save my tires when we were up far, got that much track position. But I got to thank my sponsors, JDV Productions, Viking Sheet Metal, Bumper to Bumper Accessories, Atlantic Cafe, Dunkin' Donuts, Gesner Auto. I'm sure I'm forgetting people here. Haggerty Brothers. I hate when I look at the card. Remember, these people are important to me. They're more important than that. But Haggerty Brothers Construction. I got to thank Joe Ham. Joe's been on the phone with us all week, every week, and this thing's kind of a combination of me and Joe now. So he's going to be pumped. He'll be sharing our Facebook posts, and I'll be hearing from him. So thanks to my family. Thanks everyone for coming out.
Congratulations. Welcome back to Victory Lane, the DAV. Applause, Radical Rick Martin.
I might even hug you.
You had to work for that one. Barry didn't give you an inch out there, and I can understand that. I know you can too, because you would have done the same thing in his shoes. But how about that 35 laps?
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I mean, he's getting a little rough there, but that's the way I like it. So, I mean, he didn't want to rough up the bear. I mean, I got to thank all these fans. This is why I've been doing this for 48 years right here. I mean, without these guys there, why even be here?
Came into this season with the new format, the championship chase, and you all but dominated the sport trucks this year, 7 feature wins. Was there any point you said, geez, you know what, this format, it's a give and take. I might not even win the title, even though it's my title to lose?
Yeah, well, I figured if it was going to be, it was going to be. If not, I mean, we had a great year, brand new truck, come out with 7 wins. I mean, Ed and Marsha, they told them if we're going to do it, we got to do it right. And got to thank them and all the fans, all the support, all the people behind me. That's what keeps me young.
This has got to feel real good. 6th championship of your career. Do you have it in you for a 7th tonight?
It'd be nice, but don't forget 7th. I got one with Freddie as a driver, so that ain't too easy to do neither.
No, it isn't. I was talking as a driver, not an owner, but you're right. But yeah, let's get to some of those people you want to thank.
Yeah, I mean, I got to thank all the sponsors. I mean, everybody, we say that every year, but every week, but without them, I mean, we couldn't afford to do this. But I mean, if I was the pro stock, I don't even feel like I'm deserved to be in the championship because the car hasn't been good all year. But God knows I've worked harder than anybody on it, so I feel I deserve it. So whatever happens, happens.
You're absolutely right. Congratulations on your 2nd truck championship, your 6th overall, and good luck in the pro stocks.
Thanks, and thank all you guys. Love you. God bless.
All right, Radical Rick picking up the championship, and Ethan's down here waiting for me to come over going, don't forget about me. We didn't forget about you, Ethan. A fantastic run. Congratulations, 2 podiums in a row. It's got to feel real good ending the season, 2 podiums, as now you've got a great base for next year.
Yeah, we hope to come back next year even stronger. It's a shame we didn't make the playoffs. I think we could have made some noise, but we'll come back next year and try and go for playoffs again.
A lot of work this year going into this truck, getting you ready, and I know it's going to be a long off season, but it's going to be quicker than you think it's going to be. I know you got some people you want to thank.
I'd like to thank my father, my grandfather, Rick Bassett, George. I'd like to thank East Bay Auto Body, and I'd like to thank everyone who comes out and watches.
Congratulations.